Thank you so much for to playing my game.
Hey guys. How's it going? Ooh, we're a little big on the capture here. Give me a second just to sort that out.
I'm back. It finished on my end.
Adam's here.
Hey.
Hello. Oh my god.
Oh.
Whoa, I got crazy heart palpitations throughout the entire credit sequence. I love that credit sequence.
It was good. Oh my goodness. The pictures at the end flip me,
Ooh,
dude.
I pulled them from Facebook. I couldn't
The
find one of us together that didn't
deepest
have like
recesses.
15 other people in it.
No,
So,
that's true
I'd
actually.
like to stress for everybody watching at home, Adam hasn't seen this edit.
Yeah, that's true.
Adam,
And
Adam hasn't seen any of the edits before they go up.
yeah. And it was an experience, I tell you.
I teared up a little bit at the
It,
end.
it got me,
Yeah.
yo. Flip. I should have got more water. I'm
well.
silly. It's alright. How's everyone doing?
Oh man, this is
Yeah.
whew.
A journey indeed.
This has been a 7-year romp.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Whew. So yeah, as the title suggests, and I'm actually going to change the title just so people don't think we're still streaming the episode. Yeah, this is a little Q&A. We're just going to go for as long as we have things to talk about, and then we'll probably call it.
We're all crying at the club right now. Yep.
Yeah. And please do let us know if the audio is janked. I don't know. If one of us is quieter than the other, because I'm playing this by ear, quite literally.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
So, some fun. You want some fun facts?
I know I do.
Including but not limited to the fact that my the folder on my PC called Zangief footage is 11 gigs, and that's just for this season.
You've been carrying 11 gig of footage
For like
around
2 months.
for like 7. Oh, okay. I was gonna say for
That's
like 7
just for
gigs, but
this season. Okay, good.
I guess that's because we did the entire game this time.
Yeah, well, because
And-
I recorded all the footage apart from a couple of things I couldn't get
Yeah.
myself.
Mhm.
So that's all my footage.
Oh, of course, because you were streaming it, weren't you?
Hmm.
I just remembered that.
Yeah, I recorded all of that myself, so I had to keep that on my hard drive. I can get rid of that
Good
now.
to know the audio is fine.
Yeah, that's good. Spike the Pichu, bruh.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yeah. So yeah, please do ask any questions in the chat, and we will, probably answer them. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So,
Change.
I mean, this is the out of all of the seasons we've done, including remasters, specials, all that jazz. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest and
This is the highest production value.
best we've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This is the last one, so I just poured all of my editing powers
Yeah.
into this.
My goodness.
Yeah,
There were times where the flipping editing got me harder than the writing. I'm not gonna lie.
exactly.
Just the little wet slap when Link gets just decked. That was decent.
So there's a little Easter egg as well, which I'm going to release the actual video of episode 5 after this.
Yeah.
So people don't have to go through a live stream to get it, and also trim this down to just the Q&A.
Yeah.
There is a little Easter egg in one of Link's lines when Fee's explaining everything. Sorry, one of the King of Red Lions lines while Fee's explaining everything. He says, by all accounts, it doesn't make any sense. And in the bottom right corner is a GIF. And it's the GIF from the Epistu group. It's like this big. But I was like, yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
just going to
goodness.
put that
Okay.
there.
Okay, good.
I was very, very tired. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just put that in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, someone enjoyed the Xana reference.
yeah, I was wondering how many people were going to pick up on that because it's been a while
Yeah.
since he uploaded that video. But yeah,
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I
I'm not
had
gonna lie.
that Xana reference. I had that written when I first started writing this season, which was like 5 years ago. Oh, it's not 5 years, maybe 3
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
I've not been working on season 4 that long.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I was always telling you to change it because I was like, references aren't funny. We should be ourselves. And then you refused, and
Point blank.
you know what? It paid off. So
I pulled pretty much every other reference. There are
Yeah.
like so few references in this one, and I was like, no, I'm keeping that. That's hilarious.
that's all right.
Cosmic says, well, for a start, people are saying that Xana's Abridged is going to rust in their brain forever, and I do also agree. I had to fight not to pull a load of Tetris lines from that
In
Windbreaker
fairness,
Super
oh my
Abridged.
God. I still quote that don't move. His vision is based on smell,
which
still
I
quote
did
that
also
all the
use.
time.
I did also use in episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
Don't move, Link. His vision is based on smell.
Based on smell.
Favorite color is blue, but not cobalt. Cobalt is an imposter.
Which, thinking about it, ends up being more relevant in the age of Among Us now,
Yeah.
because we started playing that.
Okay,
Huh.
let's get down to brass tacks here. Cosmic says, where do you get... Your hair smells of peaches. Where did you get the idea for Zangirham?
Oh, blimey.
Well, we link him in the description of every Zangirham video. We used to link 2 people, now we only link 1 because one of them doesn't really represent the series anymore. So I, at the age of 15, was watching a lot of Zelda Abridged. So
Yeah, I
Zanu
can attest
Uzumaki,
to this.
Tabapa, and the Big T 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And we pulled mainly from Zanu Uzumaki and the Big T. And the Big T stuff doesn't really represent what we do anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
honestly,
like
it's been so long since I've like, I never really, I watched Talpa, I watched Satsumaki, I never really watched as much Big T 2000, so I can't remember exactly what he did.
It was more. The reason I had it credited was because the Big T was more like free form. It wasn't just like an
okay.
abridged series. There was like a plot,
Yeah.
which is what we were
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna move my mouse off the screen there.
I
So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
vaguely remember a conversation in like maths in year 8 or
So-
9, whichever it was.
So you adamantly, every other time we've talked about this, you adamantly did, like assert that it was a maths lesson.
It had to have been.
However-
I remember that. I remember
However,
it being.
I remember it being a citizenship lesson. And I can't remember if I'm getting confused with where we did all our writing.
Yeah, it might have been. I think it's where we did all our writing.
So yeah, all right, okay. a
Stay in
maths
school,
lesson.
kids.
Stay in school.
Uh,
Please pass your exams.
Yes, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
But,
Adjusting myself downwards a little bit.
It was a case of I vividly remember the sentence of we should do a thing like that, but with Zant and Girahim being
Yeah.
said by one of us.
I wanted to use Xana's Zan.
And I was like, hey, flipping Girahim's a legend. Let's put him. He doesn't get enough love. And
So-
to this day, I think Girahim is still one of my favorite Zelda characters.
Yeah, Girahim's.
I do love Girahim a lot.
Um,
And it just kind
Yeah.
of spiraled from there.
It
And at the
did.
time as well,
'Cause it
I
wasn't-
was...
sorry, Adam, you go. And
Nah,
I'll go. Oh.
Okay. What influenced... Back when I wrote episodes
Back
and
when we
stuff,
shared the
Yeah.
writing.
What influenced a lot of my writing and jokes was a fan fiction I'd read, which was called Group of Weirdos, which I believe is by a guy called Mr. Light Chicken Bulbs.
That sounds right.
I want to say it sounds like that, and
Or some
essentially the
variation
entire point of that fan fiction was the way he wrote it was Link would go through the various Zelda games, like he did Ocarina of Time, he did Majora's Mask, and I think he got like halfway through Twilight Princess before he stopped. For probably similar reasons why we're stopping now. But the way he wrote those influenced. But yeah, as he would go through the Zelda games, he would pick up like every single boss rather than like dying. They just get added to the party, and I remember it being very funny, and I remember it being a really interesting concept as well. And the way he wrote kind of influenced a lot of the way that I ended up writing some of the episodes and jokes.
Yeah. So if you went to read those and then went back and watched kind of seasons 1 and 2,
yeah,
you might pick up some of the correlation between that.
yeah,
Well, I was going to say that when we first started doing it, it wasn't even supposed to be a series.
yeah.
Like, it wasn't supposed to be like an overarching plot line with a
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because we were just going to do like episode of the week stuff. The very
Yeah.
first episode is all that remains from that format. It was like, what if that's just when they meet and stuff
Yeah.
happens. And then we were like, okay, well, let's just write like something happens. So episode 2 was supposed to be Zant steals Girahim's gloves, and they spend the entire episode trying to get his gloves back.
Yeah.
And then we went, well, what if they go somewhere?
What if there's a point to all this?
What if there's a plot?
Was Demise and Ganondorf in episode 2?
Yes, I believe so. Because
Yeah.
we already had, before we came up with a plot, we were like, what if Demise is Girahim's boss?
Yeah.
And who's Zant's boss? Ganondorf.
Oh, it'd be Ganondorf, obviously.
Yeah. So we were originally going for like a 4-person cast. Like core cast of 4 characters, and then maybe like Link comes in occasionally.
Yeah. And you did Zant because you could do the voice
I could do
really
the Zant
well.
voice.
And you were like, obviously you were the one who was watching Zan as Zant and stuff, and that was part of the idea. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take Girahim because I like Girahim. And then the idea became, what if we voiced the other person's boss? So
Yeah.
that's why Josh is
That's why I'm
Demise and
Demise.
I'm Ganondorf.
Yeah. So then it was like, well, we're not just both doing one side of this. There's
Yeah.
like some variation. Yeah, and then it just kind of spiraled.
Yeah, I was gonna say Death Spiraled, but Spiraled is more
It
appropriate.
spiraled. It didn't death spiral.
It didn't death spiral.
It took off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised how many views that ZNG has gotten.
Oh, I can pull those now. Hold on.
Yeah, do it, coward.
You won't.
You won't.
Let me have
We'll
a
put
look.
you.
Let me have a look here in the studio. So, the original season 1 is no longer available because it's bad. But
Yeah.
that had like 3,000 views or something.
Yeah.
But the first episode, so the earliest episode we have is the first episode of season 2, and that has 3,269 views. And
Bruh.
then it just kind of gradually decreases. And then the first episode of the Reimagining jumps back up to 3,304. And then gradually
Goodness.
decreases again. So
Yeah.
So we've always kind of hovered around a couple K.
I think anything I've ever done is even touched that.
Yeah, well, for a long time. For a very long time. Until... Quite possibly until Game Corner released, I had the most productive and successful channel out of
Yeah.
all our varied video making friends. And I have
That's
just kind of hovered around 300 subs for the last 7 years.
And I always took forever to actually make anything, so I'm still on 111, which is fine.
You think we've covered that? You want to move on to the next question?
Yeah,
The next
I
question
think so.
comes
Are we
from-
satisfied?
Comes from Zeta Friendship. Are we satisfied? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel kind of satisfied. I'm good with what we got.
Yeah. I think what I would say to be honest, this has all been Josh. The most influence I had on season 4 was voice and reading the script and maybe suggesting a couple of things, but not really.
I did run the script by you.
Yeah. I think I dropped off the writing team after season 3, or maybe halfway
It
through
was halfway
season
through
3.
season 3
Yeah.
because
Um,
I think we did like 3 or 4 episodes together, and then you were like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not funny.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, and then I was just like, well, okay, I'll finish it.
Yeah. And we did.
Yeah, and then it took me 4 years to write a script. I had stuff going
In
on.
fairness, you did the season 1
I did the reimagining as
reimagining
well.
in that time as well. So a little bit more credit where it's due.
Yeah. Seed of Friendship always also asks, what about the Amino? Will you delete it? I've got no plans to delete the Amino. It'll probably just stay up. I
haven't been active on there for ages.
haven't got any
more
plans
because
to get rid of it. So
I didn't really ever have space on my phone for Amino. And I do now, but I don't need another social media. But, you know.
yeah. I mean, also, the person that made it, I don't know if they're still around.
Oh, that's a good point.
So because they kind of disappeared, like 4 years ago or something. I haven't heard from them in a long time, so I actually can't delete it. So it will stay up anyway. But my posting and involvement will probably decrease and stop at some point.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it. Keep Auburn Stroll reference. Remember those?
What did I reference? I forgot
I
my
don't
own
know.
stuff because that was fucking years ago, and I
Yeah.
haven't made one of them in ages. Mostly because I changed which way I walked home from school and stopped
That's
walking home from school because I went to
And
uni.
stopped going to school
Stopped
is what I
going
was
to
going to
school.
say. Yeah.
I just got to the point where I was like, eh. So if you could tell me what my own reference was, I'd be eternally grateful. Oh god, I've been on this platform for too long.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Zeta's got our version of Zant has forever influenced them. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel the same way about Girahim. I permanently view Girahim the way that,
Well, I mean,
like, I haven't replayed Skyward Sword in a long time, but I can't see him without doing this voice.
Yeah, Girahim's like, Girahim in the game is at least like 80% our Girahim.
Yeah.
Most of his, we took half of his character, that half being the pissed off at what Link does, and just made that his
Yeah.
entire character.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh.
yeah, Jackie, we all get like that when we get older.
Just mentioning how
Definitely
long
more.
the episodes take to come out.
Oh, how the episode to come out? Oh yeah, oops.
That was a weekly thing. Was that a weekly or a
It was
daily
a
thing for
weekly
you?
thing. It was a
Yeah.
weekly thing. Fuck off, it wasn't daily. It
Yeah.
was every Wednesday
That was
because
it.
our classes finished on the same day.
That was it.
And then, as soon as
I stopped going to school.
As soon as we stopped going to the same school, it just declined, and I picked it back up, and then it would go back down again. And yeah,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yo, the amount of throat pain Girahim's
Yeah.
voice has caused me over the years. Girahim and Ganondorf.
so we recorded this season in 3 chunks. Yeah, 3
Yeah.
chunks because we finally, like, we're 22, we're old. We finally went, my voice hurts. Maybe we shouldn't
Yeah.
do an entire season in a day.
No, I just saw Spike's comment where it's
was
like, I always
just
think of
about to
Adam
say
in one of the blooper episodes just going, why couldn't I just make him a gay clown like everyone else?
Yeah, I was just about to address that, the fact
And that was specifically because whenever I do this voice, whenever it happens, if I do it for too long, it hurts my throat. Like,
Yeah.
so much. And especially when I shift out to Ganondorf, that one hurts even more.
That's
But,
that's why you pitch Ganondorf up a little bit, and then I pitch him down at editing.
Yeah. Just to save my vocal
You were
cords.
like, I don't want to do this all the time. So.
There was one time though. There was one time where it was when we recorded season 3, going
Yeah.
back, and I had like I don't know. We did that in like 2 goes? I'm pretty sure.
No, we did that all in one.
Did we do it all in one?
Yes.
Oh damn.
The bloopers are filmed all in one day. It was me, you, and Chelsea, and we were just in
Yeah.
my room for an afternoon.
Doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I'd been doing Girahim's voice for so long that I just ended up stuck doing that voice for the rest of the day,
Because we
and it was
recorded,
super awkward.
we recorded a video of mine immediately after that. Because that's when we recorded the Twilight Princess review. I believe. Yes, it was the Twilight Princess review. And yeah, it was like, thank God Adam doesn't have to speak. I also don't know why. I just was an idiot. I was like, yeah, let's record 15 episodes and then this other thing.
In fairness, we didn't know any better.
No.
But the thing that I found was I
The
had
energy
like
goes way down.
I had a rehearsal for my church band like right afterwards. And so I show up to rehearsal and I'm just stuck talking like this the entire time.
Yeah, also referencing Spike there is the fact that you said in a blooper video, this gay clown like everybody else. So after, when we finished streaming here, and not only am I going to release the actual episode 5 so you can watch that, but I also did string together a blooper video. It's only about 6 minutes long, but there is a reference to that
Yeah.
right at the end there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I don't remember if you remember that. It was our final recording session. I don't know if you remember what you said, but
I don't.
I reviewed
but I
it.
remember it being discussed a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It was for Yuga because you were like, "What am I going to do for Yuga's voice?" And then you said, "Can I make him a gay clown?" I was
Yeah.
like, this is your only chance.
That was it. Yeah, I was like, that was when I remember now. I remember. I was
Yeah.
like, I'll do what everyone else does for Girahim.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is one last blooper video coming out.
I'm glad.
It's not a whole lot because these videos were 15 minutes around about.
Yeah.
Episode
yeah.
5 is almost 20.
Mhm.
Purely just because of the credit sequence. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I have to credit everybody who's ever been on the show. I don't have
Mhm.
to, but I feel like I need to.
And now that you have, we can.
Rest easy.
Rest
We've
forever.
got correct people's names as well. Some people have changed names since then, and
Yeah.
yeah, I had to go hunting for that, but we found it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so because they were 15 minutes, they're 15-minute episodes. We record, and it usually would take us like half an hour, and I'd already been through that once to edit, and I just was like, I don't want to go through this again. So I kind of jumped about and found some funny stuff, and was like, here's a video.
In fairness, when we got, it was when after we recorded and you started editing, you powered through this season.
I'd powered through it. Like, it's been done for many weeks.
Yeah, but because you were doing it weekly uploads, that is what was going to
Yeah,
happen.
it's
But
fine.
you ended up finishing it all before even episode 1 got
Did I
uploaded.
do all of it?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
I've drawn a
pretty
blank
sure.
now. I've like erased that from my mind.
Yeah.
When was the first episode? It was 5 weeks ago. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first episode was the 12th. Yeah, we recorded the final 2 episodes on like the 8th of September.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they were all done by the time the first episode came out. I think I had 4. I don't think I'd done the final episode yet.
Okay.
But yeah, they were all done before then. We recorded on the 21st of August. We started recording, and we were wrapped on like the 8th of September.
Yeah.
Because we had to go away for a week between us in the
that's
middle of
true.
it. So.
We had
Xena
to get it done
Friendships-
before I ended up going back to uni.
Yeah, and we also were like, Adam goes to uni first. We have to record now
Yeah.
if we want it to be out by the end of the year. Xena Friendships says, weren't the blooper videos deleted? I don't remember deleting any of the blooper videos. Maybe I did.
Let's check the channel, shall we?
Because season 3's bloopers, the bloopers are filmed until a point,
Yeah.
and that's because your camera ran out of battery.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I'm going on your videos,
Hold on,
and
let me-
it's literally just episodes, no bloopers.
let me see. Oh, okay, in which case I don't know. I have them somewhere. I'll get them. But the blooper videos for season 3 cut out because Adam's camera ran out of battery. We didn't charge it, so.
I don't think we ever did bloopers for the reimagining.
Hold on. I have a big I have like a Bob on King folder archive. Episode 1 reimagining. No, we did not. So maybe for that. Oh wait, no, we didn't record those together. That's why there aren't any of those.
Yeah.
You were at uni, I think, or you were somewhere. Because I remember recording remastered separately.
I think I was at uni at the time.
Yeah, I can't remember. But you weren't there.
It was either at uni or we just decided we'd record over Discord.
I can't remember. I just remember it being me, Chelsea, and Aaron in my room.
Yeah.
And I set up because I was using Owen Snowball, and I set up the audio in such a way that it sounds really echoey because I put it
see.
like in my windowsill rather than in
Yeah.
front of it. So.
A lot of stuff is living in your head rent free, Jackie. Maybe you should start thinking of charging.
Yeah, charge some rent for that. Be fine. Yeah. I think it's in. I don't. It might not be important to bring up, but it might be interesting to bring up that we actually paid someone this season. we don't get paid for this at all. We don't make any kind of money. We just do it for the fun.
The people.
We do it for the people. We do it for the fun. And well, it came round to record audio for these, and then we realised that we have vastly fewer female friends than we had 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Fuck. So we.
It's not so much that; it's more the fact that none of the ones I know are voice actors or interested at all.
There is also that. There is also that. All the women I know don't want to voice act or have no interest in voice acting.
Or
so
like, hey, I want to be a part of this internet parody series that we created.
yeah, it's not really good at getting.
Yes.
It's not really good at getting girls interested. Speaking from experience. Yeah, which is like if you take it right back to season 1, we had like three female voice actors at the time,
Yeah.
and now we're down to 1. So yeah, Trina.
We paid.
Trina Duhart is linked in every episode, and we did pay her, and she did a really good job.
What a
So, yeah.
blessing. Yeah, she killed it.
She got it. Man. 7 years.
Can you believe it?
We were 15. Ugh. We hadn't even done our GCSEs yet.
Oh my goodness. That's how long ago?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I've just got that gif of the evil has been defeated in my head.
I'm still going through, like, how did we get here? I don't know. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
How did we get here? Yeah, so were we, Spike.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's up to you, Jackie. If you want to make people forced to watch it, then be my guest. So yeah, I'm just gonna put out.
One.
I'm
Oh wait, never mind. You can't. You have to watch the good version.
You have to watch the good version that we rewrote, but I managed to keep all the jokes everyone likes in,
Yeah.
because I was like, if people like the jokes, they'll comment them. I'll keep those ones.
In fairness, like I stand by the fact that Season 1 Reimagined has the best scream I've ever done in it.
You did that
I'm
in
still
Owen's
proud of that.
house, just on the fly, and we were like, okay.
Yeah.
I still remember the recording setup for that as well. It's a bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah, because no one else was in, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah, it was just us three.
I'm gonna actually do this, and then I just went outside the room and just yelled.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to put out a last call for any questions. So yeah, any last questions you've got, stick them in the chat and we will answer them. And then we're going to call it an evening.
Gosh, the season 1 abridged. I forgot we did abridged versions.
We did abridged versions of 1 and 2.
God, it's been so long since I thought about them.
Yeah.
Were they good? I can't remember.
They were all right.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh gosh, the one thing I do remember from them is we got Zant to do a Kamehameha.
Yes. But the evil voice in Zant's head to do a Kamehameha.
Yeah. That is certainly a thing that happened.
Yeah. I was 12, 13 when this all started. Dear God. Oh no.
Season 1, that every time Gerahim gets mad, it gets fucked.
Oh, that's not up anymore. Because
Oh,
that's a dumb video. As funny as it is because I didn't know how to do it properly, so it just gets faster and faster and faster to the point at which it like, but the pitch doesn't change. It just gets faster and then it just ends at one point.
Yeah.
Because you get so angry in like one episode that it just ends. Because the rest of it's just like.
that sounds about right. To be fairness, it's one of those ones where it's like, hey, this is a funny title. I wouldn't watch it though.
Yeah. Which is fine.
What's the best thing we've done with these characters? What would you say? Season 4?
Season 4.
Fair enough.
No, actually, that's I mean, I used to think very highly of season 3, and I'm leaning on the side of this isn't because it's bad. It's just because of the way I think about all my creative projects after I turned like 17. Season 3 is kind of on its way out to being this wasn't great. So pretty much anything after season 3, I like.
Season 3 is one of those ones I've always been meaning to go back and rewatch because, like, 1 and 2 were obviously us getting to grips with stuff and how we were doing, and
season 3
still being
season 3
young.
I got a real editing software.
Yeah,
I
that
stopped
for one
using
thing.
Pinnacle and started using Adobe.
Yeah, but I also remember season 3 being like the most unique because
We did 15 episodes.
yeah, we 15 episodes for one thing, but also it was like we did Spirit Tracks.
Which only one other abridger I know has done, and that's Tabapa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot there was an entire episode dedicated to Phoenix Wright in there as well.
Yeah, that was
So we got Wendy.
That was Wendy, and that was.
Oh, the D&D episode was good.
The D&D episode was good.
The D&D episode off was good.
Yeah, that falls into after season 3, so I like that one. It's
That's
the
fair.
first. So like my cutoff for what the favorite things that we do is the first April Fools, which is just we just dick around. It's like 2 minutes long and we just make a bunch of jokes and then leave.
Yeah.
The
I don't
D&D
remember that
episode
at all, to
and
be
then
honest.
season 4.
Yeah.
The first April Fools was the one we did in a day. Like it was March 31st, and I went, "You want to make an April Fool's video?" And you went, "Yeah, right."
I'm like, sure.
And we wrote a script. I wrote a script in like half an hour, and it's something dumb like the joke was they're actually being villains. So Ganondorf's giving chocolate to kids, and Demise is like, "You two have to go and steal the chocolate from him." And
I
it's
vaguely
like,
remember this.
and then the joke was they're actually being villains, and then the characters stop the episode and go, "What is this? This is ridiculous." And the episode ends.
Yeah.
That was a cool thing as well. It was because it had been so long since we'd released an episode. I made a joke at the end where it comes up and it says like, Josh and Adam went on to retire and completely forget about Zan and Girahim.
No, that I remember.
One day, Josh turned to Adam and said, "Do you remember Zelda parody we did once. Adam says no, and Josh says me neither, and then the episode ends. It's just the end of the video.
Yeah, season 2 is the worst.
Season 2 is the worst. Season 2 didn't get a save, unfortunately.
No.
I will say that is because I wrote most of the script like at night when I was
Yeah.
supposed to be asleep. So my like prime writing hours for season 2 was like somewhere between 11 p.m. and no, actually that's a lie. Somewhere between like 9 p.m. and midnight when I was stupid tired. Like after a school day, I'd been doing stuff all day and I just wrote. And I was like, yeah, this is fine. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't funny either. But also I was 16 because that was GCSE year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2014. So yes.
I will say, apart from Kevin.
Apart from Kevin.
Kevin was good.
Well, yeah, because I ended up with an episode that was 2 minutes long.
Because we were going to
Episode-
try and do I'll Make a Man Out of You, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, because so we scrapped it, but I didn't fill it with anything else. So it's like 2 minutes
Whatever
long, and
hap-
they get to Skyview, and then they have an argument, and then they leave, and
Yeah.
that's it.
I do fully. Somewhere out there is an audio file, unless Josh has deleted it. There is an
No,
audio
it's
file
gone.
of me singing the entirety of I'll Make a Man Out of You
It's gone.
in Girahim's voice.
I lost it on
That was painful.
my old laptop.
Ah, damn.
I had to wipe it, and it wasn't backed up, but everything else was, and it just went. It's gone. Whatever happened to
Whatever happened to Termina?
I don't know.
In fairness, they went there because I believe the logic behind it was just, hey, let's reference Majora's Mask because that's another Zelda game, and while we're doing Twilight Princess, we're kind of referencing everything because Girahim's there, and we
Yeah.
had two different links
I'd also been
going back
playing
and
a
forth.
lot of Majora's Mask. Like,
Yeah.
I just got it on Virtual Console for the Wii,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd been playing quite a lot of Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
having never played it before. And I was just like, yeah, we'll put Termina in. Also, I think because I can't remember if at that point we'd planned to do a Termina season.
I don't think we planned
I don't think we
to
had
do
yet. when we
Majora's
wrote that.
Mask by that point. There was definitely ideas for a Majora's Mask season of Xenogears Girahim
Yeah,
that
we-
never got off the ground,
We never got off the ground.
unfortunately.
Same with Season 0.
Yeah, same with Horror Warriors, which is going to be
mainly
like a
because
prequel.
Season 0 didn't get off the ground mainly because at the time we didn't know anyone who could animate, and now that we
Yeah.
know people that animate, they don't have the time.
Yeah, I was going to
So-
say, like, flipping, I've tried so many times to get into Source Filmmaker, and
I mean,
that is
like-
the most obtuse piece of garbage animation software I think I've ever tried to use.
You could also use Blender, but you've been trained in Maya, so
Yeah, I use Maya now, buddy. And in fairness, I do need to learn Blender at some point because my license for Maya is going to run out at some point.
yeah.
But it's like SFM's easy because you just have all of the character models you could ever want or need. But it's learning how to actually use them
There's such a steep learning curve that.
it's just so obtuse. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
Can you tell Adam's an animation student?
Ah!
Yeah. So that one never got off the ground because we couldn't animate, and now that we can,
Yeah.
we have shit
And
to
also now that I can and I know exactly what I'm doing, I'm like, screw animating an entire season of
I'd
that. As
rather
funny
make
as some of
something
the
else.
jokes were, like, I'm not doing that.
do. Yeah. So yeah, that was gonna be a thing. That's got some really good jokes that I tried to pull into this season because
Yeah.
we weren't going to use them, but it just didn't. Some of them didn't come. I tried to pull Angry Zelda out of it,
Yeah.
but Angry Zelda
Reading
doesn't
reading the script back, because I did that one time and I was like, huh, what was season 0 like?
I know.
read
was
the script
there.
back
It was
and I'm
after we
like,
finished recording season 4.
oh yeah, I remember now.
I was there.
And I was thinking in my head, like, man, this would actually work really great as a fan fiction.
Yeah.
The way we'd wrote the script. But
Where is it?
yeah.
Let me write season 0 in here.
Majora's Mask was the planned season 5.
Yeah, well, it was always going to be the end. So when we were
Yeah.
planning it after season 1, we were like, okay, we'll do season 2, which is Ganondorf is the bad guy, and then
Yeah.
season 3 is Termina, and then we'll just because we were like, okay, well, we'll do a season in year 10. We'll do a season
Yeah.
over our GCSEs. We'll do a season first year of sixth form, and then we'll go on hiatus while we go to uni, and then we'll pick it back up.
Yeah,
How?
totally what happened. Absolutely.
Why did we think we were going to do that?
Because we were kids.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
next
I
step
remember.
is season 5, the fan fiction season.
Absolutely, by all means, please do.
I mean, it does say in the final episode, like, we haven't addressed this. I feel like I should.
Yeah.
It does say, like, the characters are yours now. Do what you want with those characters. You have them. That's the fan base's characters now. I'm not gonna come in and say, like, you can't use those as my characters because fucking whatever.
They're not anyway.
They're not my characters anyway. But like, do what you want with that. If you want to write a fan fiction, go for it. You want to write season 5, fucking go for it. I don't care anymore.
He's done. Bless him.
I'm done. I ate, slept, and breathed Zanagirhim for a good, like, 3 weeks earlier this year, while I was editing and recording and everything.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, okay. And now this is aired. Like, it really isn't my problem anymore.
Yeah. The Amino will still be up. So that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a place for people to gather ideas. If you want to do anything with those characters, you can organize it on the Amino, or you can just do it. Whatever. You know,
Yeah.
let the creativity take you places.
You know what? It's what happened with us, and it's exactly what happened with
That's
us.
100% what happened with us.
And that's kind of heartwarming.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to take it and do something with it, like we did with Zanagirhim, there's so many more tools out there now. I mean,
Mhm.
DaVinci
Oh,
Resolve.
this is so true.
DaVinci Resolve
So
is
true.
free. That's
Yeah.
like a top
You don't have
grade.
to pirate Adobe Premiere anymore.
No, I just downloaded it the other day. I was like, wow, this is free. That's a top grade like editing software. That's free. Mics are now not a shit ton of money.
Yeah, like we've used the Blue Snowball a lot, and that's
We
a cheap
used-
mic.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
used
good.
Owen's new rig this time because I bought it for him for his birthday.
Or half of it until we couldn't go around his house
Yeah,
anymore.
to walk around his house. But I mean, this one that I've been using is only 20 quid.
Yeah.
The Snowball's only 20 quid. Audacity's free, but also if
Yep.
you're using DaVinci, then there's a built-in video audio editor in that as well.
Well, yeah, how you flipping make
It's
the
up to
stuff?
you. It's like
Yeah.
it's so
Your
much.
pipeline is your own, especially on fan stuff.
It's so much easier to make stuff than it was
Mhm.
7 years ago when we started making.
You can
And I was
learn
like-
Source Filmmaker and animate it if you're a masochist.
Yeah,
Or
or Blender if you're less of a masochist.
yeah, Blender
yeah.
is an insanely good tool though.
Yeah, now you don't have to, steal your friend's copy of Pinnacle Studio 15 that stops working because it's not supposed to be supported on anything other than Vista when you upgrade to Windows 10. Which is why Season 3 was delayed. Because I installed Windows 10, or updated while I was away, and I came back and Pinnacle was like, nope. I don't work on anything other than Vista. It barely worked on Windows 8.1. I don't know why I expected it to work.
Record your Skyward Sword playthrough on a Dazzle capture card.
Oh, don't even get me started. That didn't work half the time.
It didn't.
Only like 1 in 3 times it worked.
Oh my goodness.
Thank God for the Elgato.
Hey man. Oh boy. Speaking of Let's Plays, let's talk about the future, shall we?
Let's talk about the future. Let's go.
Let's talk about the future.
Okay, so
So, Josh.
I have been plugging it an awful lot, but I will plug it one more time.
I will
Um,
plug it too.
So once I've cut this up and in post, I will put a link in the description. I've also linked it on the front page of my channel as well. It's like right at the top. So we're not going to do Zanagirhim anymore because it's done. We're satisfied. We're like done with the concept. But we do still make content. Adam and I have been on. Well, Owen and I started it,
Yeah.
and Adam's been.
And then I was like, I miss Let's Plays. Can I join? And I
Yeah.
was like, hell yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
then I did.
Please do go and check out Game Corner, where Owen
Game
and I
Corner.
play games, and Adam's there sometimes too. He did
Yeah.
a playthrough all by himself with Owen.
Yeah.
We're
And then we did
currently-
the space run.
and then we did the space run, which is still going and needs to be.
And I
finished.
have, even though I'm in uni, I have an idea that I need to talk to Owen about.
Yeah. Well, we might be streaming some We might make an Among Us video or something. I don't know.
That'd
But
be
we're
fun.
currently playing Breath of the Wild, so
Yep.
that's always a fun time.
Is Pokemon still going?
Pokemon, yeah, it's coming back.
Which
we're
Pokemon?
working
Depending.
Sword and Shield. We're working
Yeah.
back up to our multiple day schedule because currently we had to drop down because of COVID and we were running out of material. So it was like, well, we'll just stop for a bit. So yeah, we're working back up to 2 days a week.
And in fairness, Space Run takes a long time to edit,
Space
so
Run takes a
definitely check out Space Run because I
There's
put
a
a lot of
funky-
work into those.
Yeah, there's a funky new series coming soon. Now that Owen has all the footage.
Okay,
Um,
I'm excited.
It's in person. It carries a lot of the chaotic energy from Xanagirium. To be fair, a lot of Game Corner's stuff carries the same kind of energy as we
Yeah.
had over here, but it's a little bit more chilled out.
It's a little more chilled, unless it's Let's Go, in which case you guys are just flipping off the wall
we're
on
just
that
yelling.
one. Let's Go is funny.
It's so funny. I don't know why it was so funny. Breath of the
I've
Wild's a
heard-
little bit more chilled out, although
Yeah.
I do occasionally scream "Fish Daddy" at the top of my lungs in a
Breath
Danish
of-
Airbnb.
Breath of the Wild is the lo-fi chill step of our Let's Plays.
Yeah, it's got funny stuff, but it's not like I'm gonna scream at you for
Yeah.
half an hour.
Hollow Knight has some moments like that.
There is a
And then
concise
Space Run
version
is
of
just
all
whack.
of these as well. Like I edited down a best of for Let's Go, Breath of the Wild, and
Hollow
Hollow Knight. So there is like a concise jokes only version as well. But there are some long interesting stories that don't get put into the best ofs. So the Pokemon King channel is now dead. Is there only there for people to watch ZNG? Pretty much. Yeah, it's a Xanagirium archive.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't have any ideas for anything to post. I don't have any motivation to make my own videos or time. I'm desperately running low on time now.
Uni students. Hey,
Yeah.
that's mainly the reason why I haven't made much myself for the past few years either, outside of animations, is because animating takes time. Who
Yeah.
would have guessed?
I had to interrupt an animating session from Adam to get him to be here.
That's true.
He was doing work. But then again, we have also been interrupting you multiple times this week because we're playing
Yeah.
Magic.
That's also true.
That is true.
In fairness, I got what I needed to do done today purely because I slapped on the Doom Eternal OST and just fell down this like productivity black hole, and I'm like 2 hours later I'm like, where am I? What happened? Why is this finished?
Yeah, I've had things on almost every day this week, and I haven't had a day off yet. Tomorrow was supposed to be my day off, but things changed, and now it's not.
Oh,
So,
it's a
would
good
you
question, actually.
consider using this channel for fan content? If someone did an animation, would it get uploaded here? I haven't thought about that. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. That is a thing I'd have to consider if there was any fan content. But
Wow.
the way it's looking at the moment is mostly that's like your thing. You want to put that anywhere you want to put it, and you can link to me in whatever descriptions or whatever you use. Currently, no, is the decision I've just made.
Yeah,
Currently, no.
that's not an idea I'd ever thought about either.
No.
I would like to see it, but
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to. I feel bad putting them on this channel because
yeah,
that somebody else made that. I didn't
actually,
make that.
yeah, 100%.
So
I
that would
think
just be me claiming it, and I
If-
feel a bit about
if
that.
someone like ever sent me something like that, I'd plug the hell out of it.
Yeah, I plug it. I
But
wouldn't put it
I'd plug them, not myself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
because I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, if you're doing animation, and it, mad props to you for picking that up because I know exactly how time intensive that is, and thank you for making the subject of it about our silly little web series. It's very humbling, and I am. Yeah. So, if anyone ever does make something like that, feel free to put this in the Mino as well. Tweet it to me at just Adam3D,
Yeah,
and
I'm,
I'll be all over it. Lots of hearts.
Yeah,
I love you.
I'm on Twitter as well. I used to make stuff with one F.
Oh, hold on. You know what? Just so everyone's on the clear, let me just slap that in there. There we go. Now you know where to find me. That is where I am, all the time.
Oh, you know what? Let me put mine in there as well. I'll just put my @ in there.
And I'm always happy to hang out with people. I don't know why, but Twitter is just the place where I'm at.
Yeah,
I like Twitter.
That's me as well. So there.
It's the one I vibe with.
Yeah.
My Instagram's a little bit more personal, but
yeah, I've definitely locked down my social media a lot because it used to be like follow me on everything, and now I'm like I don't post anything. That
it
people
doesn't
need
it
to
doesn't
see.
help that I keep changing my name and
Yeah, you
branding
also
and
do.
everything because I like get fed up with my old usernames.
Yeah, the amount of times I've had to go in and amend something in a video because
Spirit of Randomness died because it was cringing me out,
it
and
was too long.
it was too long, and I was
Oh,
trying to be
wow,
a bit more professional.
I've literally
and then
just had someone follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think it's Jackie.
And-
Thanks, Jackie.
Adam in 2.5D had to go because the flipping underscores.
Yeah, it was also too
And then
long.
I was like, you know what? Heck, let's do this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I used to make stuff because I was like, Bourbon King YT is a really,
Oh, thanks, Jackie.
really dumb ad.
Big appreciate.
And I did used to make stuff.
Big appreciate.
Yeah, big appreciate. Big appreciate. Big ups. Many other young people lingo.
Yeah.
So yeah, if do feel free to hit me up on there.
Follow me
Adam.
on Twitter.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter if you want to talk to us.
If you want to see more stuff, go watch Game Corner. Subscribe to Game Corner.
Yeah, it will be linked in
Follow Game Corner on Twitter.
Yeah, which is at. Hold on. I can't remember because it's definitely an anime reference, but I can't remember which one.
I think it's
Is
that Game Corner.
Is it Zagame Corner?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it was Game
It
Corner
is Zagame
Shippuden.
Corner.
And then
It is Zagame Corner.
Owen
I
was
just
like,
logged
nah, this is
into it.
it's too long.
Shippuden's too long, but Zagame Corner also means you can shout it at your friends and they might know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Zagame Corner!
Have you watched that far in JoJo's now?
No, I haven't. I've not finished part 1 yet.
Fair enough.
I haven't had time to watch shows.
That's also fair.
I've been either relaxing or doing work.
Yeah.
I've got the stream.
But
Alright.
yeah, Twitter is where I'm gonna post whenever I do anything. So if that's, I'll look into the Fish Daddy, another hilarity for sure. It is
Yeah.
funny.
Fish Daddy!
Fish Daddy. But yeah, Twitter's where I post wherever I do something. So I'll be plugging my YouTube videos there. If I ever start Twitch streaming again, I'll be plugging there. I plug my other friends' stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's just it's a lot of fighting game memes and D&D memes. But you know what?
I do a lot of plugging
That's what I'm here for,
of
baby.
Game Corner on mine. And occasionally I shitpost, occasionally.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically all mine is as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
professionalism.
Professionalism. Yeah.
Part 2 was the best part. Part 3 is stinky. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. Watch Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans instead. It's great.
Or, you know, literally anything else.
Yeah. You know what? In fact, do what makes you happy.
Do what
That's
makes you
my
happy.
message.
I have several things that I could recommend, but, you know,
Save the world.
what's what makes
My
you happy?
final message. Goodbye.
I'm trying to remember what... I had something like that. I had watched something like that. I had something like that in it recently, and I was like... yeah. Okay, well, I think we're done here.
Yeah,
I think this is
I
it.
think so.
Yeah.
We can slap a big old seal of approval on this and call it done.
Yeah. Part of me was hoping you still had your stuffed seal, so you could just...
You know what?
Oh my god, does he actually?
He's not down there.
Oh, he's got those monster feet, though. He's got those Godzilla feet. Watch him struggle. There he is. The seal from Adam's videos. Is he doing the thing? he may be doing the
Bold
thing.
of you to assume I didn't.
This is it. I can die happy. We finished Zanagirihim and the seal came back.
Yep, that's right.
This is going on the internet.
I know. In fairness, I've wanted to, for the longest time, make like a redraw of the Goose profile picture, but with a seal instead.
Oh my
so I
God,
need
do
to
it.
get around to that at some point
Do it.
because I really like the style of the Goose profile picture, but it needs to be a seal.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get up.
Um, yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna have to sign you off as Adam's right hand.
And no one wants to do that, trust me.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie. We wish you all the best. In fact, we wish everybody all the best. In
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
Chat, and anyone that watches this video. Thank you very much for watching Zanagirihim and caring enough to watch the Q&A.
Yep.
And caring enough to just stick around. Thank you very much for all your support.
Ah,
and
bless you
all
all.
the views and everything. And the Amino.
Mhm.
Everything
Yeah.
that came out of this community. Thank you very much for being here. And we will see you around the internet. Twitter, Game Corner, wherever that is.
See you next time on Game Corner.
We'll be around. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time, possibly on Game Corner. Bye bye.
Love you all. Bless you all.
Love you too. We are clear.
Oof.